Hey everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We are putting down marine mat here on the Champion, a new addition, new upgrade that we're doing, and Brandon Watley with Watley Woodworks is going to be taking care of us. He's out of Bastrop, Texas, and met him at the Houston Fishing Show. I had a friend who had a cooler top done for her Yeti, and spoke with him and have some ideas, and seemed like a great guy. Excited to send this off and get it back pretty soon. We're gonna go with a champagne color that's gonna match this carpet as best we can. We're gonna have a DCX Elite 221 logo on this front piece closest to the bow. This is where our tackle storage is. Also gonna have a black backing in it, so when he cuts down into that logo, the black will show through that core. And then the step down, same thing. Gonna cut into the carpet about 3/4 of an inch to an inch, have 90 degrees in here, because we want that mat to be as close to the carpet as possible. We don't want that gap that is sometimes present on this mat. We don't want the carpet to roll back. We want it as close as possible, be tight. When we step down, we've got an area down here as well that was a little tricky to lay out. We're offsetting it from the edge. We are going to be removing carpet off of there, and putting a large Champion Boats logo going around the drain, cutting around both of the dual consoles, and running it up underneath there as close to the carpet line as we can. Looking forward to it. Really excited about the outcome, and just want to thank Watley Woodworks for the hard work that they're about to do. All right, hey, we wanted to show you one more part of the marine mat that we're doing. We've been going through and replacing some of the old analog gauges that we have, and what it's left us with is a bunch of holes in this dash. And we could have just gone and put the covers over them, but we decided to take it a step further, do a nice little beautification of this dash. So we're going to use the same mat that's going to be laid down on the flooring, and it's going to contour. We've drawn this out. We're going to contour this, and that mat is really good at going down into angles and dipping down, and that's what's happening here. It's got some angles, so we're going to cover up all those holes with that marine mat. And eventually we would like to, right here, have a mount that we can take this Lowrance and set it up in this area so we can have a chart while we're running through the lake, and possibly use this mount for the mercury that allows us to read all the gauges as well. I think that would be pretty cool, and that's just a goal of ours in the future, and hopefully we can get to that. Right now, I know in some of this video y'all have seen some of this wrinkling. That is not how it's actually going to be. When we marked it and laid it out, it was flat, but as I've laid down and got up underneath these consoles, of course it shifted a little bit. So we've got it all laid out. It's flat, it's good. Can't wait to show you all the finished product.
So what do you use the plastic for? What is this plastic doing, all the marks? What are we doing? What are we trying to represent here?
Right, yeah, I guess I could explain that too. So we are giving Brandon Watley a template to go by. So he is going to take these, we're going to take them all, we're going to roll them up, we're going to box them up, we're going to send them to him over in Bastrop. And Watley Woodworks is going to take these templates and do a layout on his computer and for the marine mat, and he will go in with the dimensions that we have given him and the radiuses and the corners and all the cutouts that we've done. He will make a full layout of all this and cut it as what we've given him.
So you lay the plastic down, and then you draw with a straight edge as accurately as possible where you're wanting the new flooring to go over the existing floor. Well, you'll remove the carpet obviously, but where you want to put the new foam in place, the new flooring, That's why you do the template, correct?
That is correct.
So they'll know exactly how to cut it, because every boat's different. No boat's built the same.
That's
Even
right.
if it's the same boat, it's going to be a little different. So that gives them the accurate as possible fitment, so there's no mistakes, because that material is very expensive.
Right, and I mean, if you think about this area, this is like a 64 by 41 area, and it contours and has a cut in as well.
Yeah.
So if we don't give him a good template, this could be a complete nightmare.
Yeah.
We're doing our best to avoid that though, and we think we've done a great job.
All right, so when we get done with this, we're going to mail this off, and when he cuts the templates and uses that and makes their actual piece, then we'll make another video. We'll show you how we'll install it. We'll show you how we'll pull the carpet back and sand down the area that the new decking is going to stick to, and that's coming soon. So give us a few weeks, we'll get the material here and we'll get you another video out.
It's gonna be great, guys.
Thanks. All right, so what I have is just a basic small ruler, and I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna make sure that this guy is in the same distance all the way around. I'm looking for 1 inch exactly all the way around on each side from the way that we had this cut, the way we measured it the first time. And so we are good there. Make sure this is as good as you can get it. 1 inch. Okay, so now that we got this sitting where we want it to sit at, I'm just going to take a basic black magic marker and I'm going to trace the outline of this floor piece here, and then I'll show you how we'll cut it out. So just gently follow the edge. Like so, and your corners. Pretty self-explanatory here. Just be real careful. Okay, nothing to it. All right, so now that we have that done, we can lift them off and you can see the outline of where our floor piece is going to go. So the next thing we'll do is we'll take I use a razor blade, an extendable razor blade, just like this. And I'll come through here with a straight edge, like so, and then I'll cut on my line. And so that way you'll get good, clean, square cuts on your edges of your carpet. And make sure that your knife is sharp and not dull. You want a real good sharp knife when doing this. So I'll show you a little bit here. I know you really can't see it because I'm hiding from the camera, but what I'm doing is laying it on the edge of the black line and then I'm scribing a mark, a cut with this blade. 2 or 3 good deep cuts. Normally I would have this on a workbench to do this with, but my workbench is dirty right now. Apologize. All right, so I made this cut, and basically what I'm doing is I'm using this straight edge and I'm cutting like this along my line. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this all the way around, and then I'll show you how I'll remove the carpet. Okay, now that I've gone all the way around this and scored it, what I'd usually do is cut it in half. I'll start in the middle, scribe a line, like so. Gosh, this is brand new carpet too in this boat too, so this is kind of painful, but whatever. Make an angle. These are aluminum hatches, on this Champion 22 Elite. These are not fiberglass hatches, they're made out of aluminum, which is good because you're not tearing up the gel coat, you're just cutting into the aluminum. Anyway, they come across this way. Let's make another diagonal cut. And likewise on this side here, from this corner to this corner. And from this corner to this corner. Now what you can do is you can really grab this carpet and just start peeling it up. So just peel along your edges here that you cut. Just like that. And we'll cut all this. Just like so. Alright, so I'm not going to bore you with the rest of this. I'm going to tear all the rest of this carpet off, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to clean this glue off and get this thing prepped to stick down the new floor. Alright, so we got pretty much the worst part of this done. As you can see, there's still some backing left on here, the rubberized backing. And the edges are not really pretty, but we're going to clean all that up, and I'll show you how to do it. The best way I found to get this carpet and all this residual rubber off is brake cleaner. Okay, yeah. You guys may fuss, but hey, it works good. So I just stay away from the edges because you don't want it to melt the glue. All we'll do is start in the center, and I'll work about a 1 foot area. Okay, let that soak for a minute. And what that does is it'll start softening up that glue and melting that rubber. Also get you a standard reach scraper with a sharp blade on the end, and then you can come in here and just start working your way down. You just take some elbow grease, and it takes a little time, but it's important that you get all this stuff off, because if you want the new floor to laminate and stick to this top, you got to get it really, really clean. Alright, so now you get the idea. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and scrape the rest of this. I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of video, but that's basically what I'll do. And on the edges, I stay away like this. Instead of spraying towards it, spray away from it. And soak that rubberized back of that carpet and let it sit for a minute. You can just come in here and just, once it starts turning gummy, it'll just peel right off for you. And so that's all you gotta do. Alright, so I'm gonna do that to the rest of this. I'm gonna clean it all up. And then once this gets done with this, the next thing we'll do is I take this little angle grinder, and this is a plastic, these are plastic teeth, they're not metal. And I'll come in here and I'll polish all this old glue off, and it takes it off really fast. And that's how we can go along the edge of that carpet real well and put a good straight edge in our corners and everywhere. So when we lay our new piece of flooring down, it'll fit in there perfect, and we won't have no big gaps or bad edges. So let me clean this up with the rest of this, and then I'll show you how we'll clean it off with the grinder here. Look who showed up to help us, Candace. She's gonna show y'all how we'll grind. Right on the edge of the carpet. So she's gonna grind all that, and then when she's done, we'll go ahead and just clean up the face of this real well, get all this black stuff off of here, all this backing, get down to that original glue, and man, that'll be just fine. So we're gonna take some more time and grind here. got everything done. Just a little residual glue, but it's fine. It's nice and smooth. Edges are good. We left about an 1/8 inch overlap on the carpet, so we won't have any gaps. Now, this floor has like a sticker, like a decal. It's very, very sticky. Peel about 1/4 of it back, and then we're gonna start. I'll pinch it like this, hold this, and then I'm gonna shimmy it right into place, right there. Right there looks good, right where we should have it. And I'm gonna start just that edge only. And the only reason I'm doing that and not this is because I'm gonna check this down here and it all lines up really, really good. So fold it forward. If you come around on this side, you can see a little better. All right. And peel up this as you go. From the back side, work it down so you don't get no air bubbles in it. Peel your cover some more. Work it down. Okay. When you get almost all the way done, peel the edge, and from the center, roll it back like this. That way to push all the air out. And like magic. Okay, now we're gonna come through here and just pat this thing down all our edges. Man, guys, that turned out great. That sat good on the carpet. That's what you want. All right, so that's what we're gonna do to the rest of this boat. Same thing we just did here. Now, that's gonna be good and stuck. The bottom piece and the floor of the boat's gonna be a little challenging because that's a big wide area. We gotta get under the consoles. But you get the idea of how it's done, and the next thing we're going to do is the floor in the boat. So we'll get started on that next. All right. Let's take a look. That looks good. One other thing I forgot to show y'all is if we took all these gauges out of here, all the analog, we went to all digital NIMS 2000 setup. So all these holes right here look really bad. And I don't want to put all them black plastic covers in there like that one, but what we did is we had measured out and we made a piece that will fit in here just like that and cover up all those holes. These two we're gonna put the mount in here to move this guy with, and so we're gonna use these two holes here for mounts. But anyway, this is a piece that we had cut that's gonna fit right in there and cover those holes up. And I think we're gonna make a couple of these and probably sell them on eBay or whatnot. I'm sure some of you guys may need it, but this is an Elite 221. But all right, so we've got this where we want it, and we're gonna take our little marker here. We're gonna come through and trace out. It's gonna be really hard to show, so I'm just gonna trace it out and start cutting out the carpet and everything. And we'll get it stuck down. All right, let's get started. All right, guys, we got all the carpet pulled up underneath the consoles in there. Next comes the fun part. As you know, we got our long reach scraper here, and we got our carburetor cleaner, brake cleaner that we're going to spray. I left a little carpet right there because that's where it's going to go around the drain. We didn't want to cut that out, so we left that. But let's get this sprayed down and all this glue up, and we'll grind on it, and let's get the floor put down for you guys. All right, hang in there. All right, guys, so the hard work is done. Good gracious, that was crazy hard. Getting all this floor, all this glue, all the carpet up. We got everything prepped. This glue is fine, it's hard. All the backing's off. So now I got the floor piece here upside down. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this backing that peels off in sections. And the reason we do that is because this is such a big piece. If we try to pull this backing off, and try to get it under the consoles and get this thing where it needs to be, it'll get stuck in places we don't need it to stick, and we'll never get it up, and it'll be set in an improper order. So I'm gonna take my little blade, and I'm not gonna cut all the way through this. Okay, we're just gonna cut this paper piece here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna start right here. Okay, and I just lightly cut that. That's all we did. Okay, and then that's gonna give me area to start with, and then we're gonna make a little light scribe right here, and this is gonna be, we're gonna do one side at a time on the wings. All right, so we got that. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay it down and put it in position in the floor of the boat. We're gonna pull this piece and we're gonna stick it. And that way this thing won't move, it won't shift on us, and we're gonna roll the edges up as best we can. And we're gonna grab these telltales here, and we're gonna pull it, and Candace is gonna lay it as we go, because this floor's got a contour in it. We don't wanna lay it flat, because if we did, it won't stretch right. We're gonna lay it in a contoured fashion, all right? Good over there?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Okay. Push as far as forward as it go. Alright, come sit in here and put your feet, plant your feet down. And I'm gonna pull this piece over here. Alright, so Candace is gonna sit there and hold it, and we got everything as far forward as we can go with it. All right, so what I was talking about is I'm going to pull this backing out so she's got it right where it needs to be. Now, this is going to be covered. I got some more pieces coming being made for right here. Don't worry about this and these gaps. That will be all covered in. So I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to grab right here, and I'm going to lay, starting just like this. Beauty of this stuff here, it lays real easy. All right, now
Step one, complete.
now we're gonna work these wing pieces here. I'm gonna get Candace to go over there, and I'm gonna try to pull the backing off while she lays it down. Because remember, these floors have a contour, you know. We'll start with that. All right, grab your wing over there and start in the middle. There you go. Watch it here.
Don't put that.
I'm not. I got the backing on it
Okay.
still.
Yeah. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Okay.
Contour.
Okay. Just go slow.
I got this. You just get on your hands and knees if you need to.
There you are. Looks good to me.
All right, guys. So we got this one side done. Now we got to move over and do the other side, and this floor will be finished. All right, you got it. Okay.
You want to pull it up? Yeah.
Can you get that stuff far down there?
I can probably get it.
All right. Let me. Okay. Home free now. Look at there. Look at there. All right. Well, as you can see, that takes 2 people. That's a lot of hard work because that stuff's sticky. And when it sticks, it wants to stay there. And you don't want to get it in a spot where you can't get it out. It turned out really good. We're going to pat it down some more. And guys, we're waiting on our other pieces to come in. And we'll put those on. And then we'll finish up with some trim around that. And that'll be it with all this foam flooring. All right, so now Candace is gonna put this console cover on that we talked about earlier. One thing we did, we took degreaser and cleaned all this off real well, get all the wax, all the fingerprints. You want this stuff to have a good area to stick to. She'll start from the middle and work her way out, just like that. That's a quick fix, man. It keeps you out of the fiberglass shop. All right, guys. Pretty simple.
The hardest part about this was cutting out the template.
Yeah.
It took a minute, but...
If y'all have a 221 Elite, or if you're smart and you know there's another console that Champion shared this console on another boat model, we have this template and we can get you one built or send you the template, whatever you need. All right, that's cool. That's done. All right, guys.
That's good.
Okay, that's it for the floor. Candace, Ty, appreciate y'all. Please like and subscribe. Please, if you have questions, ask. We'll answer them. I'm gonna leave a description and a link below of who this person is in the flooring and all the tools that we use and everything, and how we go about getting, if you want to get this piece right here. Thanks, guys. Bye.